Hey guys, and welcome back to Lift More Monday. I'm Coach Justin Moore. This is Cody with his beach bod going on. We're going to be talking today about two of the most common mistakes we see when people are doing breathing activities. Now, if you've watched a lot of our previous videos, you'll see that we really like breathing activities for helping people restore position of the pelvis and the rib cage, and also just to be able to get air out and restore some flexion to the system. But at the same time, we also need to be able to get air in properly after we exhale. And this is where a lot of people start to fall apart. And if we don't breathe in properly after that exhale, we're just going to pull ourselves right back into the pattern that we're trying to inhibit in the first place. So Cody's going to show a couple examples in 90-90 of what we want to do. So he's going to take the balloon, he's got a ball in between his legs, he's going to begin by posteriorly tilting that pelvis by pulling down through his heels to find his hamstrings, and then he's going to blow air out. And you'll see as he blows out, watch his ribs, they move down, in, and back, and then he's going to pause for 5 seconds. So after that 5-second pause, he's then going to keep these ribs down and take an easy breath in. You can see expansion all the way through his abdomen and his chest, and then he blows that air out, and again, brings his ribs down and pushes his back into the floor. He's going to hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, and again we see that expansion all the way around and then blow out. And again the ribs are going to pull down, in, and back as he finishes a full exhale. And we'll do one more, Cody, with a good pause. And inhale again, and exhale. Good, relax. So, in that 90-90 position, when we're having a full exhale, we want to see the ribs move down, in, and back into internal rotation. However, most people will then rush their next inhale, and they'll start to extend and pull air in with extensor tone. This is not what we want, because what we're trying to do is restore the diaphragm's ability to act as a muscle of respiration and not use those accessory muscles of respiration to take over. So Cody's going to show an example of what not to do real quick. So he'll blow out and get a good exhale, bringing those ribs down. But then on the inhale, he's quickly going to go in, and now you can see his ribs flare right back up. His back is extended, and now he's using those accessory muscles to pull air in. Good, and relax. So the reason we pause is we want to give the diaphragm time to return to its resting dome shape after our full exhale, which is then going to give it power to bring air into that opposite chest wall. So we pause for about 3 to 5 seconds to allow that dome shape to occur, and then when we inhale, we keep our abdominals on and our rib cage down with good opposition from those abdominals, so that we don't end up pulling in with things like back extensors, lats, pecs, and scalenes, because we're trying to shut those muscles off and allow the diaphragm to do its job and pull air into the body. So we're now going to flip over into all fours. So we can show this in another position too, so that we can learn that we also want to have not just the abdomen and the chest, that anterior chest wall expand, we also want to see expansion all the way through what we call the posterior mediastinum, or the posterior aspect of the rib cage. A good inhalation should get us expansion all the way around, not just in the front. So belly breathing is not applicable here. We want 360-degree expansion. So Cody's going to exhale, and again blow up his balloon. Good. Great full exhale, which we see all the time, but then he's going to pause for about 4 to 5 seconds. And then as he inhales, you're going to watch and see his back expand. And you can see that nice inhale blow up that back, and then a full exhale and a reach further. Good. And he's going to keep those abs on. Those abs are going to oppose his rib cage and allow airflow to be pushed into the back of that posterior mediastinum. Good. You're going to go one more breath, Cody. Good, and relax. So what we understand is that PRI and all of these breathing activities we use are not just going to be about the exhalation phase. It's about inhaling from a good exhaled position and learning to give our diaphragm power to act as a muscle of respiration. We want 360-degree expansion of that entire thorax, and we want to make sure that we're getting true thoracic or thorax flexion by expanding that posterior aspect of the rib cage and not just falling back into extension. If we exhale well, which many people do, but then go right into an extended posture as we inhale air back in, we're just going to be offsetting all the good we've done, and falling right back into the pattern that we're trying to inhibit in the first place. And that's Lift More Monday. We'll see you guys next week.